We out here. I wonder if that's loud enough, or I should talk more directly into it. That's probably better. Let's get Luke in here. Meanwhile, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, both official and unofficial. Got Gator case. Thank you to Paul for all the great swag. I got this new bass case not too long ago that I will post a video about. And got my trusty Aguilar DB751 head. Got my Ibanez Sound Gear 1405. Got some Nordstrand pickups coming in from my good friend Dan Kelly. And yeah, Source Audio, always and forever. Great dudes, amazing products, and excited to do more with them. All right, waiting on Luke. Here we go, we're waiting on Luke. Luke's getting ready to go to Costa Rica, which is a dream of mine. That's better, perfect. To play, what is it, Envision Festival? He'll let you know. Yeah, but anyway, let's see. Gonna try to do these weekly, if possible, where it is possible, and super stoked that people are tuning in and enjoying it. I know this is something I need for myself to learn more about bass and gear and everything else. I feel like I'm woefully under knowledgeable, not knowledgeable about a lot of things. It's part of why we're doing this. I've also started a super exclusive message thread with a bunch of cool bass players. The biggest exclusive aspect is that you have to have an iPhone because everyone needs to be blue, because Apple is very smart with their marketing, and I want to be able to send videos and use reaction. So sorry, Android, not your fault, but if you are not on an iPhone, you're not welcome. If you are and you play bass, hit me up. We can have you in the thread and talk about lots of lame things. And I'm gonna text Luke. Let's see here. This bad boy from my dude Gavin Vazzi. Sent this to me a while ago. Like I said, I should be much more knowledgeable about bass at this point in my career. Luke, come to me, bud. Luke, where are you on this Thursday night? Your bass bud Ben will need you, alright. He can't go singing about stuff he doesn't know. But if he does, well then he can bring it all home with you, Luke. We need you. Oh, Luke, where's my boy? Boy, it's better turn around until the end. Luke, we need you. E minor, C major, B major. For the first time. Let's check tuning. It is off. One thing I don't like about this bass is it has to be plugged in order to tune. It's like, what's the point of that? What if I'm playing around a campfire and I don't have quarter inch? Oh, Luke's here. There's my bud.
Buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Bud.
What's up, pal? Look at you. You got an acoustic?
Yeah, I was just fucking around. Hang on. Let's see, I was way out of tune, but doing a little calling for my bud.
What you got there?
What was it? Looks like an
Oh, it's a bass. I thought it was an acoustic guitar. Sorry, what is it?
Oh, it's an acoustic, yeah.
I thought it was a guitar.
Oh, no, it's a bass.
What kind is it? Sorry?
Ibanez, I believe.
Hey. Man, I love acoustic basses. They're so fun to just pick up and play.
Yeah, I really like it. So I was just talking about how this one, you can only tune it when it's plugged in. So I actually broke off a piece of that Kit Kat bar to just plug in when I'm just like out and about, so I can tune with it. But if it's
you
not
broke off a quarter-inch cable to plug in?
Yeah, I had like a broken one, so I just took the piece off of it.
What does it look like?
I don't know if I have it right now, but I got plenty of other broken cables, so that's
wow.
easy. Yeah, I mean,
You're a utilitarian.
This is the guy who told you don't need a head, just bring a DI, you'll be fine.
Right.
Dan Kelly is bringing. He just tried out new gauge strings tonight before the show, so he's on the same page of like, let's just try them out, see what happens.
Right. He was just saying he ordered them to the gig.
Apparently, I guess if you got them from
fearless.
they're in New York, so that's pretty quick.
That's very fearless.
Yeah, that's some people are fearless and it works out for them, and other people are me.
I'm overwhelmed by fear, always.
Yeah. Well, I subscribe to the Miss Frizzle approach. Get messy, make mistakes.
Oh, nice.
The problem is I haven't cleaned up my mistakes for many years. I'm just starting to get there.
Right. That's a Magic School Bus reference?
It's a Magic School Bus, yeah.
I thought that was good, but unrealistic.
Yeah, I think if you ate enough of those carrot chips, you can turn orange, and a school bus could fly inside of you.
I mean, I've thought about that before. Like I kind of had nightmares about that. Like what if there's a little tiny school bus of children?
I do think if Arnold, as he got older, he probably had a lot of things about as big as a school bus inside of him.
Yeah.
So you look chipper.
Do I?
Yeah. How's the packing going?
Oh, my packing. Well, yeah, it's weird packing for like Costa Rica and then Denver. They're very different climates.
I remember when we did New Year's Eve in Asheville, then I flew down to Colombia for my brother's wedding where I proposed to Cece, and then we did Jam Cruise right after that. That was a hell of a, because I had to pack for 2 shows, night before New Year's and New Year's Eve, then a wedding, and then two theme nights for our sets at Jam Cruise. That was a whole.
That's intense.
It was wild.
At least, like, I guess. Wait, where was your brother's wedding?
His wife is from Colombia, so
That's pretty.
they
I mean, Colombia and Jam Cruise. That's both warm,
it was close,
tropical
and I think I
climates.
might have worn my wedding outfit one of the days
There you
uh,
go.
for Jam Cruise. 'Cause it
Well,
was
you can
very
get
nice.
away with that. You can be wearing a wedding outfit for a pigeon set.
Yeah, yeah, it was. That was also, I think, the year that the Ravens lost to Tennessee in the
Oh,
playoffs. That was rough. I had to
yeah.
run. I caught like the last 3 minutes in the casino. We played in the in like the theater or something, and
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Yeah, we did like Jam Cruise and then a big like tour Pacific Northwest and then like California last year and that was intense. But even like this packing wise, it's more just getting my DJ gear like into my suitcase. I'm like padding my controller with like
yeah, because
hoodies that I probably am not going to be wearing in Costa Rica, you know.
doing the DJ thing and the regular music thing. That's a whole to do. What do
Yeah.
you travel with for your DJ?
Well, it's like just my laptop in my backpack, and then I bring a tractor controller. It's like I need to graduate to see DJs and just bring a thumb drive around and
Yeah,
save myself. And
yeah.
it's like
Brownie
I
just
do
did
have
that.
a thumb. I know it. That's nice. Go to Jam Cruise with a thumb drive. But it's my fault. And it's like I'm DJing at Envision doing like a VIP set, and they were like, I was like, well, I gotta bring my laptop, and they were like, dude, just bring a thumb drive. We have CDJs. I was like, I'm not that professional of a DJ, unfortunately. Um,
Not yet, but that's how you get there. Got to get messy,
yeah,
big mistakes, right?
and I thought about it. I was like, maybe I'll just bring a thumb drive and figure it out in the jungle.
No,
But
that
I'm
I
doing
that I
like,
wouldn't recommend. That's gonna
yeah,
add to your stress. I think going with a DI with a tone, pedals,
yeah,
the bass that you've used many times, and just trusting that process is a little different than going
yeah,
CDJ.
yeah. And I'm doing a couple other DJ sets, so I couldn't just. That would be
The
too
only
much
thing I
work.
know about CDJ is that it's 3 letters.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
that's
what's
about the extent of my
CDJs
knowledge.
for? Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
Brownie's been going hard with that. I talked to him about it at Gem and Jam recently. He owns CDJs now. He's full on DJ mode. It's
Yep.
pretty badass.
He opened for us. DJ Brownie opened at Brooklyn Bowl, Philly.
Cool. When like recently, right?
In December. He was just like
Yeah.
ripping fucking his little dab rig thing that has like a torch built in,
Oh yeah.
and I just stopped all the everythings, and I was looking at him both jealously and also, yeah, I'm done now.
He was just ripping it while he was playing a
Oh no,
set.
backstage, but like
Okay,
right
I
before
was
he
like,
went on.
that's a pro DJ move right there.
Oh, he's got the vibe, but
Yeah.
he was also, this was like a week before the Goose news dropped, the
Oh yeah.
Goose,
Yeah.
and he was like,
The
"Yeah,
goose bomb drop.
you guys heard, this rumor's going around. It's all on social media." He was like, he's got the finger on the pulse of the jam scene. He's literally, I was just like, how old am I, and how old is he? Because he's like tuned in. He's got all the lingo and everything. But he's
He
like,
is, man. But
he told us about.
Brownie's a man of the people. He's got to be. He's in touch. He's got to be right. That's his
He
job.
is. I mean, he's a DJ, so
Once you're a DJ, you need to really have a
yeah.
good grasp of what's culturally relevant right
No, but
now.
in all seriousness, he's always been a big inspiration with like being connected with his fans and like
Yeah,
authentic. Like, here we are.
totally. I think every band has to have somebody like that. And the more people in the band like that, the better. But not everyone has to be. It's
Yeah,
hard
that's
to
sort
be
of
an
what.
introvert and a musician these days. Anthony Thogmartin from Papadozio had a post about that recently that I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I've always felt the connected with the introverted extrovert or extroverted introvert vibe.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, who's that in your band? The
I guess
Manson
me.
people. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I do the social media for the most part, so with our like manager and stuff. But I mean, we all like do it a bit, but I'm on there, I guess, the most. But I don't know. I'm doing like less and less of it. It's interesting as you get like your social media like grows, you feel like almost less connected to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more of just like the void.
Yeah, you're just kind of putting it out there. I
Yeah.
guess it's why
But
doing it a lot, you kind of get the feel of what your voice is, and it's like
yeah.
making music. You're making it for yourself, not for others. You're
Right.
sort of
And
creating social
and if
media
you
for
do
yourself.
that with authenticity, it resonates with others. So
That's
like
what I'm
anything.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I've been doing that, and I've been learning fish songs. That's what I was just doing before I'm learning fish for this. I'm playing at a resort like with another band in Costa Rica with Matt McNulty, our buddy Ben Atkin, Donnie from Eggy, and Tim Palmieri.
Nice. That's
They got
awesome.
me learning fish.
Wait, Donnie.
Donnie
Yeah, but
Keys from Eggy.
yeah, but isn't he on Jam Cruise right now? Or
Him
did
and Tim are both on Jam Cruise, and they're meeting us in Costa Rica like tomorrow, I think.
so they played their sets and they're just jumping?
I mean, what day is it? Isn't it Thursday? Yeah, like when does Jam Cruise like dock?
I think it's like 7 days. I know I've seen a couple musicians leave
Yeah, leave the boat
early
early.
for various reasons.
Yeah,
I know Rempel left because he was just like over it. They did a few
yeah.
shows and he flew out of Honduras or something.
That's what some of the Humphreys guys did last year. They flew in, like Brownie's doing that. Do you have a Jam Cruise FOMO right now, or are you like you chilling?
Absolutely not. After I went on it for the second time, I the last time I was leaving Jam Cruise, I was up till 3 or 4 for like a 6 a.m. disembarking because the artists get off early.
You're right.
For
Well,
everyone,
the artists get on the line early. There was no
yeah,
early
yeah,
disembarking
no, that's
for
true.
me.
That's true.
But yeah,
But I was up late finishing a bottle of wine we'd had from dinner. Cece was asleep, and she
that
had
sounds
dinner
pretty
late too.
tame for like the last night of Jam. You like having a bottle of wine and went to bed at 3. That's not what I was doing the
Yeah,
last night of
well,
Jam
it's
Cruise.
I started the bottle of wine at like 1:30, so
Okay,
but
yeah,
I was just
that
sitting
sounds
out on the
nice.
balcony, just like sitting there watching the waves come in. I'm of
Yeah,
the mindset, and I've adjusted it as I've gone further down the mental health journey that is
yeah,
having bipolar and realizing that I spent most of my life in manic states, which is
mm,
great for me, but horrible for everyone else around me. But
right.
I I always figure it's like, well, I'll sleep when I go home. So last night I've already played.
Yeah,
Like, what's the problem? The
right.
problem is it's sleep hygiene is very important, but
Yeah,
that's neither here. Also, doing drugs and drinking is not great for that, which is why I'm not doing any of that anymore.
yeah.
This
That's
is a
good.
really
That's great. And I just remember the last night of Jam Cruise, we played one of the last sets in the what was it? The it's not the is it the jam room? The one with like the low ceiling and it's kind of like a
yeah.
mirror, the jam
Yep,
room, yeah.
that's the jam room. Yeah.
So we played there, so it was like everyone's like finishing their like drugs for the week,
Oh yeah. Yep.
before they disembark, and like and I and like everyone's raging last night, and I was like, I'm playing the last set pretty much of the boat. I got to keep it together, and we played, and then I remember falling asleep right as you hear the like foghorn, and everyone's like, "All right, get up, we're here."
Oh yeah, that's fun stuff. So
Uh,
you're just in the
I
zombie
love it.
line with everyone.
Zombie line, and then we went and played a Super Bowl party with Mike Dillon with fucking A in where was that, like West Palm Beach. So we drove like from Miami like a couple out. We like got off the boat, got all our stuff, got into these SUVs, and drove up to play the Super Bowl party. Everyone was cooked. It
It's a
was quite
terrible
an
idea.
experience. I know.
That was really bad. Last set of the boat, and then first set of the land.
Yeah. Yeah. It was yeah, and then a tour. It was intense. But
Jesus.
good times. Yeah, but it's like we only played it once last year and it was so much fun. But it
Well,
is intense. Like it's intense. It's an
I'm
intense week.
I was over it at the time. I went twice. The first time, I had just rediscovered that I had a little bit of Bitcoin that I put like 250 in a year and a half before, and then it spiked, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden I had $10,000, which was the
Really?
most I've ever. I've never had savings until that point, and ever
And
since
that's
then,
just straight Bitcoin? Like you just had it in your Bitcoin?
yeah, I
I
bought.
still don't understand cryptocurrency at all.
Yeah,
I pretend
well,
like I do in social settings, but I don't. If I'm being honest on our podcast, this is the
you
only
are, you are.
place
The
I can be
easiest way to
honest.
explain it, how I was trying to explain it or sell it to myself and others, is what the internet did for information. The alt currency was doing for energy exchange, or like you
Hmm.
know the way that you have a library you get information from, but then you have the internet, it's super powered. The
Right.
idea of the alt currency is you have this decentralized and instantized network of currency exchange of
Yeah.
sorts, which is just energy and like bartering and
Interesting.
trading. Going from like bartering
So confusing.
to the money system is a pretty big leap, but going from the money system to, but there's reasons it hasn't picked up. But
Yeah.
anyway, I was
Look at
following.
us. We're just two guys in glasses and tie-dye hoodies talking alt currency.
You know what? This could be an NFT. This podcast could be an NFT. In fact, we're selling this podcast as an NFT. If you for
Love
just
it.
300 Cosmos. You can.
Is
You
that
can
what is that how you buy an NFT? You have to pay in Cosmos.
I actually have my biggest holdings are in Cosmos right now. I just bought out some, and then of course it went up like $3. But
So that's another form of Bitcoin.
there's so many. There's Dogecoin, which was
Cosmos.
a Dogecoin was a
That's
joke
what I want.
coin.
I
Yeah,
want.
that's
Oh, right, from the Doge, the dog meme.
yeah. Elon Musk made
Yes,
it
I
up, and it
remember that.
actually was one of
I
the
remember that.
most popular ones for a while.
Right. I
But
think
like
that was the one I tried, and I was like, this is not for me.
um, this week on Basis, talk about alt currency.
That's what
Um,
the people want. Back to Bitcoin.
back to Bitcoin to basics. Um, well, yeah, if anyone has any questions, you can just email ben@lowenzen.com and I will
Yeah.
wax poetic. But the point is, I had money for the first time when I went
Yeah.
on Jam Cruise, and I was with my girlfriend at the time, and I actually kind of just wanted to go. Or no, that was well, either way. That's neither here nor there.
Hmm.
But you have to pay for your own drinks. You don't
Yeah.
get drinks for free on Jam Cruise unless you smuggle in like that.
Unless you find one of the good ones, the little under
Yeah.
the counter
Yep.
guys.
Yep. Yep. Or
Not that I did that.
no, no, no. Oh yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that's true. Um,
No, so
but
well, I'm honest on the spot. I totally did that. I had my guy. He's just hooking me up with drinks all week. It was insane.
yeah,
He was
I just had money for
giving him
the first
fat
time,
tips.
so I just bought
Okay.
whatever I wanted and spent a ton of
Yeah.
money. Got like a
Yep.
hotel after or before or something to just like
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
Um, but the next year was with Cece. It was coming from I just proposed to her. She had
Yeah.
just said yes, thankfully.
That
And
would have been a rough jam cruise.
I really didn't put her in a good position to say no. I was with my whole
Yeah.
family in Colombia. And I didn't really think about this later, but I kind of
Right.
gave her
Right.
no option. So
Yeah. That's a safe proposal.
and now
That's
that I put
fine.
a kid in her and helped pull it out, I think we're
Right.
kind of cruising for now.
Yeah. That's a fun and that's fun. That's a fun way to celebrate. To go
Yeah,
on the
it was
boat.
like an engagement party right then and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, as we were leaving, I had gotten the diamond for the ring from her mom. Her mom had lost like an earring or something, and then found it later, and so she had already gotten rid of the other one, and so
Yeah.
it was like kind of in the family. It wasn't like an heirloom or whatever, but it was a diamond her mom had been holding on to, and I got it fitted with in a ring that her family jeweler, shout out Nita Jewelers in Manassas, had made for us. And 6 a.m. we're crawling out on the line. We're halfway through, snaked through, already past like the atrium area. I think we're like overlooking the atrium at that time in the line, so pretty
Yeah.
close to the end. She looks down at her finger and says, "Babe, the diamond's gone."
Oh.
It had fallen off, so she's going back through the line. She's looking on
Oh.
the ground, like passing everyone. This one guy's like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "You will not." And like other girls are like, "You better not fucking say anything." And just gave him
Yeah.
daggers. Got back to the room, searched the floor, didn't find it. Comes back to me. We're like, "Well, at least we're still together." Like it's
Oh
not
man.
like I wonder if this bodes badly for the relationship. Other people are like, "You're not freaking out right now. This bodes really well for you guys. You can
Yeah.
handle
Yeah. There you
losing
go.
a fucking diamond."
Yeah.
So we one of our guys, pretty sure had COVID. He was like the sickest he's ever been. So we
Yeah.
get on the van to head back to the airport after getting all out, and we decided, okay, when we get to the airport, we'll just have to open up the suitcase and look through everything and find the diamond. But we're
Yeah.
sitting in the van. Everyone's just like, ugh. She like looks through her purse because right before she left, she had like shoved stuff into her purse,
Yeah.
and she looks in her purse and just sees a little glint, pulls out the diamond, is in the
Wow.
purse. Right then, I look out the window. There's a little. I've never seen like a square of a rainbow. Like I usually see a full
Yeah.
rainbow. There's just like a little
Yeah.
square in the clouds. Rainbow
Yeah.
right then and there. I'm like, we fucking did it.
Wow. Prism. That's impressive. Because if you dropped it like like the atrium staircase looks like it's like diamond encrusted.
Yeah,
Like you're
yeah.
not finding a diamond in the atrium.
Nope, it would have been a diamond in the rough, literally.
Yes. Yeah. That's okay, that is I mean it's a good omen you didn't freak out about it and then you found it. So that's a win-win.
So I wasn't in a rush to go back, but now that I've gotten my sobriety under me, I feel a lot better about going now and enjoying it and
Yeah.
enjoying it even more. I went to the gym one time.
Yeah.
It's at the front of the boat, so you're looking over the water up top. I
Oh,
saw
that's cool.
Matt Butler next to me when I was there. Um,
That Butler
I
goes in.
saw shout out everyone. Shout out to everyone.
Shout out to the everyone orchestra.
Yeah,
Everyone.
yeah,
All of them.
yeah. Real quick sidebar. You know what grinds my gears?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm raising my hand. It noticed that.
Yeah. What
Um,
grinds your gears?
you know what
When
grinds
people
my
do that.
gears? No, that's fine. But when people tag at everyone,
Oh my god.
who's doing that?
I dude.
You
It's
know,
insane.
if Larry
And they're
David
always like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I know it's annoying." It's like, then just don't do it.
do
You don't
it,
have to
then don't do it.
apologize. Then, yeah,
If Larry David used social media, he would have been all over this. But
yeah.
it's like who's that? Just tag them. Tag the people individually. Either way,
It's just one of those like Facebook, like that's not going to be a feature soon. You know what I mean?
it's
Like
it's one of those
that's gonna
things
be
that's
one
a
of those
bug, not
things.
a feature.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like they're gonna be like, yeah, that was something that annoyed people.
yeah, yeah. I actually almost said something. There's this band that I connected with, actually sat in with a while back. Great band, tagged at everyone for this like submit our name for this festival, and I
And you're like, I'm
almost
not
said
sitting in with you anymore.
no, I almost said, hey, I really support you guys, and this is great, but please don't do that. And then I
Yeah,
looked at the tag, and it was everyone in their fan base group. They went into their group and tagged at everyone. So I'm like,
yeah,
cool, we're good. I left that group, and I'm never going back.
yeah. It's a
So
quick way
that,
to make somebody like leave a group. You're like, I
yeah,
don't want these tags.
I
But
mean,
these days, it's just like Facebook is such just there's so much clutter on there anyway. It's just like most things on Facebook are just mildly irritating. You
hi,
know.
we're Luke and Ben, and we still use Facebook. See you later, everyone under 22.
You got to, bro.
Yeah,
And increasingly less, which is nice. But dude, you know what grinds my
Snapchat.
gears is Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, let's tell me more.
I just like just the people that message me. It's very rarely people I know because if it's a friend or someone I communicate with regularly, chances are they have my number and we text or even
Well, to be
Instagram
fair,
DMs are
you don't answer my texts, but we'll go to
I,
there
just
later.
text me and I won't answer. But
Yeah, easy.
Instagram DM is cooler. Like I enjoy Instagram more. I'm connected with way more musicians, but Facebook just happens to be like random people from my 5,000 friends over the however many years I've had. Has it been 20 years? That's I hope not. How no? How long is Facebook? No, 10 years. 10 years, right? Okay.
It's been a while. I mean, I joined in
I've had
'06.
Facebook for 50 years.
I mean, it's been 18 years for me because I joined in college in '06.
I did too. I joined '07 when I was in college.
That's
So
17 years.
yeah, it's almost 20 years. That's messed up.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Facebook Messenger versus Insta DMs is no one slides into your Messenger.
No, there's no
They slide
sliding.
into your DMs. There's no
You're
sliding.
you're,
Everyone
you're
stumbles
like
into them
they're just
or
like
forces your
pushing
way in.
and
Yeah.
it's just very random, just random people. Like it's just kind of like, hey man, how you been? And I'm just like, hi, hey,
Well,
good.
but I
You?
mean, the message requests too. I forget about those for
You don't
years.
even on your phone. The only time I'll ever see message requests is if I happen to go on Facebook if I'm on my desktop, which is very. And I'm just like, what?
And the really annoying part is so all the messages, if anyone who replies to a story, which should just be a comment or like a separate
Right.
thing, it comes
I
through as a
know.
message. And then you
I
look at
know.
it and you don't know what the story was. You're like, how am I supposed to get involved
I
there?
know. I wish that well, I wish you could comment like a post on
Yeah.
stories
Yeah. And so other people could
because
see it
I
too.
feel compelled to respond
Yeah.
to most of the
And if I'm
comments.
seeing, Ben Atkin post at Costa Rica and being like, that looks amazing, I don't want just him to see it. I want everyone to know that I see it
Right.
and think it looks amazing.
And I want everyone to know when I say I'll see you in a couple days that I'm
Yeah,
seeing him
I'll
in a
see you in a
couple days.
couple
I don't
days.
want
And
that just between
no,
us.
he knows you're going to see him and probably doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Tell him I
He
said what's
doesn't
up, by the
respond.
way.
I will.
Yeah.
They're all there now. I got a text that they're all practicing. I'm like, my flight is at like I gotta leave here at like 6 in the morning to go to
What
JFK
songs are you
tomorrow.
doing? What songs are you doing?
All right, I was just working on Sand by Fish, and I dig
Oh
that
yeah, that's a
groove.
fun one.
That's
That's a
a
fun
that's a
one.
cool groove.
Yep.
That's kind of a Ben Carey bouncy bass line.
That is very me, and we covered it a while ago. It's the one song
Okay.
that Jeremy Schoen sings lead on in our whole
Really?
years. Yep. I
Oh,
have
that's a
two
fun
that I
fact.
sing lead on that I both wrote. We just debuted the other one New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve.
An original one?
Yeah, yeah, I have two
Oh,
originals that
oh, cool,
I've
cool, cool.
debuted with Pigeons. I have a lot more I've written, but
Cool. Okay.
vocal
So,
stuff.
what else? Wickapog Groove, classic.
Wickapog. Yep, yep.
And I hit up Jonathan Coleman. Shout out.
Shout out to the muscle.
The Muscle Tough.
Toughest muscle we know.
He toughest guy, and he was the guy, right? And I hit him up, and I was like, I'm learning Wickapog Groove. You got any tips? And he's like, you got time for a Zoom? This is just the guy that he is, right? So we do a Zoom hangout. He's got this great setup in his studio, and he's showing
Yeah.
me. And I don't know if I could. Hopefully, I'm not gonna get him in trouble to say, but he's got like a clip recorded of Mike Gordon, like showing him how to play it. Like,
Why would that get him in trouble?
I don't know, because he's like, he doesn't like to post that on Facebook out of respect for Mike, which is
Oh, Mike
a
sent
good
him a
thing.
clip of how to play it to him, not just
Yeah,
randomly. Oh
right.
wow.
he's like friends with Mike Gordon. They have like a correspondence. So
And he's
he
not. And Mike Gordon's not in our fucking message thread.
I
You know
almost
what? He
we
probably
got a
doesn't
text
have.
from Mike Goodman before, and I was like, did Ben get
Yeah.
Mike Gordon in this chat?
No,
No, I mean,
honestly,
great to have Goodman,
it's
but yeah.
probably because he doesn't have an iPhone, and we do not want to go green. I don't care if it's
No.
Mike fucking Gordon. We're not going green. It's
How do you
not
know he
happening.
doesn't have an iPhone?
I'm assuming that's why. Otherwise, John would have invited him,
Hmm.
right?
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Why else would he not be in the group by now?
Why indeed?
Super, yeah. It's like,
Why indeed?
yeah, that's obvious.
I know, and because
Fucking Sarek
John
bass
Coleman
players.
got him hooked up with like the Sarek bass and stuff, So
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like,
There's all that, all the Sarek porn in our thread now. Jesus Christ,
it's a lot of Sarek
I was
porn.
gonna get one, but now I'm like, I don't think I want one.
Really?
No, I think I'm gonna stick with my Ibanez for now, and
Yeah.
instead of spending a couple thousand on new bass, I'm just gonna make this one sound good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
They're all the rage right now, man, and like, yeah, I just keep seeing them pop up, but it's also like it's this short scale, the short scale era we're living in.
How short
Short
is it?
scale.
Is it Sarek?
So I think it's 32. That's what mine
Wow,
is
that's
32
super short.
inch.
Now, does
Yeah.
that make the B string floppier or less floppy?
I think it makes it floppier.
I think it does. Yeah.
My guy Joe Cruz, shout out at MBJ Guitars, he built a. I sent it in the group. It was that 6-string Carl Thompson short scale.
Right.
And I was like, this is insane. And he's like, it's not the best B string you've ever heard. But I was like, I bet it probably actually is. Because the Carl Thompson 6-string sound unreal. But I know it's an interesting concept, right? Like a 6-string. I mean, John said he's getting a 6-string.
Yeah.
Sarek.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be short scale? I'm curious. I don't know.
We'll have him on. Tune in next time on Back2Bassics.
Yeah, we'll definitely have him on. He's the best. It's so much fun, chat.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask him why the fuck we're not friends with Mike Gordon.
Maybe we can get him in the chat after. That'll be a big come up for the chat and the podcast.
Yeah, I mean Mike Gordon is just one step away from my reach. Flea. We gotta get Flea on.
Oh man, that's the goal. In the chat or on the podcast?
Either one, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Man.
However it works.
He would just be such an interesting person to talk to.
Yeah. We obviously got to get Claypool.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
He doesn't do a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, well,
he does some, and
he does a lot of mushrooms. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he'll eat mushrooms.
We actually, what's his name? Guy who used to, I think, manage for Dopapod. Damn, it's escaping.
Gibbs.
Yeah,
Jason Gibbs.
Yeah. He was tour managing
for Primus now.
Yeah, he was tour managing for just
Sands.
Claypool at the time. I don't think it was for Primus, but yeah, they were Les did a like a Q&A kind of thing at Jam Cruise that one year, and Gibbs.
Cool.
I don't think he was at a room. He might have been in a room near us, but we definitely hung out before he also they flew out too, and he can neither confirm nor deny that Les Claypool likes to eat mushrooms.
Oh yeah. He said like you hear live recordings of him at like who knows these days, how into it he is. But
no,
I mean,
it sounded like he still definitely does it regularly.
That wouldn't surprise me. One of my favorite live Primus sets is Bonnaroo. I want to say it's like 2004 or something, which is like my favorite. Like 2003, 2004 is my favorite live Primus era, and he is
also
like,
the best Bonnaroo era.
That I know. Yeah, and this set, anybody out there that's looking for like a live Primus show, Bonnaroo 04, Adrian Ballou is on it.
Oh wow!
I guess, and he just keeps saying I don't know if it's the psilocybin I've ingested but the stars are magnificent tonight or whatever.
What a guy!
And you can hear it, man. There is like an energy to that set. It is fervorish. I remember like I had a burnt CD of it in high school that I like wore out listening to that show.
That is pretty epic. You burned out a burn.
I literally, like you'd have the burnt CDs that are like scratched to shit.
Yep.
Like, they were mostly live Primus recordings for me, at least in 2004.
We have Facebook and we know what CDs are.
Yeah, we're a geriatric podcast.
We're on it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
I'm glad we checked in. You got me more motivated to keep rolling with my fish stuff.
Yeah. Are you going to you're gonna skip the head? You going DI?
Oh, well, no, I'm not gonna skip the. I'm not bringing my Mesa head.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use an Ampeg backline. I put my Sans amp on my pedal board today.
Yeah, I mean,
just
even
to have it as like a
even if you use an Ampeg, do they have a DI on the Ampeg?
Yeah, it's like an SVT7 Pro head. It'll right out of the back.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But I like to have even the Sans amp, because if I don't love the head, which depend, like SVT7s are fine, but there's sometimes you get an amp head and you're like, ugh.
I used to not like them at all. That was
Yeah,
when I relied on the cab sound a lot more for my slap tone. I didn't have as nice of a bass and like
right, right,
EQ on my pedal board and stuff. But yeah, so do
right.
you run your pedals into the Sans amp and then use that as a tone shaper into the amp?
It depends. Like, I don't usually have my Sans amp on my pedal board. The couple times I've done it, I had it after my pedal chain, so I ran everything through the Sans
Yeah,
amp, and then the amp too. So yeah, the Sans
yeah,
amp just has a really nice um like aggressive, like Geddy Lee kind
yeah.
of like grind to it that I really like.
Yep, yeah. That's what I feel that when I look at it, I feel that tone in my body.
Yes, it's the Geddy. I mean, he was kind of like the first guy, wasn't he? I'm reading his autobiography. I don't know if I mentioned this on the
I
last
think
pod we
I
did.
think you did, and I'm looking forward to checking it out.
Oh, it's yeah, you got to check it out, man. It's great. I'm excited to. I'm gonna be reading it on the plane
There you
all
go. What time's
week.
your flight?
All my 9:30 a.m. from Jeff K.
Jeff K. Love it.
Jeff K. Man.
Jeff K.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be shedding some fish. I'm gonna be working on my DJ sets, and I'm gonna
Hell
try
yeah.
and sleep before my Uber guy gets here at 6 a.m.
Love that for you.
Wish me luck.
Yeah, well, good luck. And yeah, let's get some people on next week. When are you home
It,
from Denver?
it sounds like we've got some good people lined up here that are interested. I'm
Mike
back.
Gordon, Les Claypool, Flea.
Yeah, those guys are good guys. But even I mean in the podcast that have that
Oh
have
yeah, yeah,
confirmed,
yeah,
or in the group chat that have
yeah,
confirmed
yeah,
they're gonna
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I'm back March 11th. We're actually special. We're going from Vision to Mission Ballroom in Denver. Shout out. So
That's epic.
anybody out in
You guys
Denver,
headline?
It's a co-headline with Sun Squabby.
That's awesome. That'll be
It's
really
a
good.
great, and Big Something is on there too.
That's right. You were
It's a
telling me about
killer
that
bill.
last week.
It's a
Did
killer.
you have you played
You guys have
Mission?
played them? I have never played. I've been there once. I saw Lettuce there.
Oh
It was awesome.
yeah.
That place is
Oh yeah.
crazy.
We've played twice now.
I'm intimidated.
That's a fair way to feel about it. We've played some
Yeah.
big ass venues with the
Yeah.
Anthem, DC. Obviously, you've
Oh
done Red
yeah.
Rocks and like
Yeah.
other things. I'm still intimidated going in there. Now, once you're on stage, once you're in that mode, it's just you just fucking crush. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I did take
Oof.
my wireless and just to experiment and sound check, I went all the way out to the soundboard. Still got sound. It was fucking
Really?
epic. Yeah.
Are you still using the wireless in all the shows?
Oh yeah.
Dude, the
Oh
first time
yeah.
I saw you use it was Halloween, and
Yeah.
you're like, hey, watch this, and you
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
ran behind the stage. I was like, that's a nice little trick.
That brings us back to Exhibit A, bipolar
Yeah.
mania.
Was
Not
was
help.
that me? I just thought you were being very like impish. It made me laugh. It made me chuckle.
The thing about it is it's hard to distinguish where one ends and the other begins, where the
Yeah.
impish nature that is who I
Impishness
am
or
and
yeah,
where that picks up.
manic.
They're kind of interrelated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, not doing substances helps. Sleeping is a big part of it, and
Yeah. Yeah.
medication too. The what I was on at
Yeah.
the time, I just stopped the day before, because
Yeah.
that was an antidepressant, SNRI, that
Mm.
pushed me into mania more, and that
Okay.
was a very
Yeah.
enjoyable tour for me because mania feels like cocaine all the time, which is
Right.
why you don't sleep as much, but it also feels like cocaine all the time. So everyone around you is like, stop fucking talking about your business ideas.
Stop talking to me about alt currency.
Oh
Well,
boy.
that's great. I mean, it's just it's knowing yourself. It's having a better handle on yourself, and with what we do, and with your touring schedule, it's intense, and it can be easy to, to fall back on substances and things like that. But to know yourself and to work on yourself is a challenge. So good for you for continuing to pursue that.
Thanks, Padre.
Yes, my
Yes.
son.
Well, we have 7 minutes, 32 seconds left. Anything else you want to say to the people?
I think I've said it all, man. I got fish. I got
Shout out
the
Mike Gordon.
mission. Shout out
Shout
Mike
out.
Gordon, man. I'm
Shout out
having
Gator.
fun. I gotta say, I'm enjoying it. Fish was never my wheelhouse. I've always had fun seeing them. I never grew up playing it, but it's fun, man. Like the improv in these live shows, it's deep. I'm like,
You
you know
guys
what?
gonna
Yeah,
go type
yeah.
2 or are you gonna push to type 3?
We'll see. With like we got Palmieri up there, man. So it's
Oh
like
boy.
it's gonna
We
get weird. It's gonna get shreddy.
we saw Palmieri at Stir Fry Music Festival outdoors with Kung Fu years ago,
Stir fry.
2014. No, that was not Stir Fry. I'm sorry. Stir Fry was one of the Jibber Jazz events, and that was a whole nother
It sounds like a
thing.
gibberish. Is it just
Yeah,
all stir fry vendors?
just everyone stir fried.
Yeah,
The Jibber
yeah.
Jazz event is where we took a golf cart and put up traffic cones and went bowling with the golf cart.
Wow.
Jibber Jazz. And then I
Man,
think
Jibber Jazz just had their first year in like 20 something years where they didn't have their event this year. It
that's
was
crazy.
sad.
That's
We
crazy.
play them all the time. They're
Yeah,
always so fun and such
they're
crazy like late
they're a
night
wonderful
crowds.
experience. I
Yeah.
can't think of the name of this festival. It's like something reminds me of like bananas or something. Or like
Something food oriented.
Grove. No, Groove in the Grove.
Groovin' in
I
the
don't know.
Grove? That was a thing.
It was outdoors. It was so that narrows it down. It was a festival outdoors.
It was
So,
outdoors. There were
yeah,
bands.
there were bands. Anyway, we were activated on a psilocybin adjacent chemical, man-made,
Uh,
and we were looking at Tim Palmieri playing. We'd never seen him before, never heard of him in
yeah.
Kung Fu, and we're watching him, and we're just like,
Oh my god, yeah.
he's playing with a toothpick. So I know him as Timmy the Toothpick Palmieri.
Timmy Toothpick.
Timmy the Toothpick. That's
I
it.
feel like he's
Timmy
like
Toothpick.
our generation. Like when you see Tim Palmieri play, especially for the first time, that's like people like seeing Hendrix play. You know what I mean?
It's out of control. To have him sit in with
I mean,
us,
that's a tall comparison, but I mean, he really is on another level. Seeing him is just like,
it's out of
dude, he
control.
just plays guitar like it's an extension of him.
He's so effortless, and it's just yeah, it is an
Yeah,
extension. It's
yeah.
unreal, unreal.
I love it, and I love seeing him with Lotus. He's bringing a new vibe and energy to them, but he's still him. He's fitting in nicely, but he's still himself. You can.
It's really cool
He's
to
one of
see
those
him.
guitarists, you know, when
It's
it's
really
him.
cool to see him and Greeny like
Yeah.
connecting as humans too.
Oh man, just a great great
Yeah,
band of dudes. I've been getting some late night tech from Laser, their tour manager.
yeah. Laser's a good dude. I like Laser a
Love
lot. Is he
Laser.
at Costa Rica too?
No, they're just all on Jam Cruise right now.
Right, 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 right.
Just on the highs. Whenever it lands, I should like check. Like Tim, how are you getting to Costa Rica?
Yeah, find out. When's your set with them?
I think we're playing like Saturday, this Saturday night, maybe Friday another set, but Saturday, and then I
Yeah,
think he
because
gets to go
Greeny's
home.
playing, and I saw he made a post that he's going to be in Philly on Sunday playing with like Coleman
Oh
and
yeah,
everyone.
with Coleman,
I was like,
yeah.
isn't Jam Cruise still happening? I think it ends Sunday. I guess he's flying home early.
So it started Monday. This is Thursday,
It always
doesn't it?
goes like a week. Last time it
Right,
started
right, right. Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday, and it went till Sunday. So maybe it ends Saturday. I don't fucking know.
These guys are crazy. Everyone's just getting off the boat, going to another gig.
So
This
yeah,
is
so that when I'm in my downswing of the bipolar, I'm like, I can not do this for a living. I can't be traveling all
yeah,
the time. This is
yeah,
way too much. But now when I'm feeling
yeah,
good, it's like that sounds like a good time. And especially being
yeah.
sober too. It's just like, yeah, I
Be
saw
more
Greeny
even
posted like
tempered.
he's reading
Yeah,
at his balcony, just like looking
yeah,
out. I was like, that sounds great. Like I
yeah,
loved when we
yeah,
played the Mexico gig, the Jam on the Land or whatever it was.
yeah, yeah,
Um, that was great because you're just like at a beach, and Jam Cruise is like you're stuck inside. Every
yeah.
time you eat food, like everyone knows who you are. So
Yeah, it's more intense. It's not as like that's what I've heard. Like the holidays, mine holidays, and things like
that's what
that.
it was. Holidays, yeah.
Yeah. Those are more chill. Like Jam Cruise is yeah, it's intense. You're like it's
You're
thousands
there.
of people all just in elevators going
There,
up and down
that's right.
Atrium
And
together.
their Jam Cruise goes hard too. People go
It
hard.
goes hard. Yeah, yeah. But good on Greening. I saw that he's like early morning reading trumps the late night partying. I was like, Greeny's become very philosophical with his. I
Yes.
love the Greeny
Yep.
philosophical quotes. They're great.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. He's a good one. We were talking about that in our
Yeah,
little section.
yeah.
Well, all
He's
right.
good.
Well, shoot.
It was good to
Good stuff.
connect, buddy. Let's do it when we get back, or but we'll catch up. I'll hit you up from the jungle.
Or yeah, let me know. Send me some text. Send me some videos.
I'll be
Send me some
texting you a bit.
short content things, and I'll put them out on.
Okay.
Oh, I need you to authorize me on the Instagram, please,
Why do I have to do
because you're
that?
in. You have it's
Okay.
your email.
Okay.
Yeah, remember I texted you
Okay.
about it. Remember
I
ignoring that one?
no.
No, no, you don't. You were preparing for a Escaper show. How'd that go?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. We played
No
at
one cares.
yeah,
Fucking text me back.
Times Square. I'm like, but guys, I bet I cannot miss this
I
text.
yeah.
I need to authorize Ben on the Instagram.
It wasn't
I'll do it
just
right
one
now.
text, but yeah, no worries.
Okay.
No worries.
I'll
I've talked to
authorize it.
Chris B about it too.
Okay,
We're
good.
on it.
Yeah, I'm signed in. I got the Back2Basics login. We gonna be cranking out content.
Just give me the password, bro.
Okay.
Let me get that
I
shit.
I'm pretty sure
I
you
can
made
post it
up
on
the
Facebook.
password.
I can post it on Facebook, but no one under 30 will see that shit.
Right,
So yeah,
right. And then you'll
yeah.
get Facebook Messenger. Okay.
All right, and then we'll Snapchat that shit too.
Yeah, let's get it up on
Yeah, yeah.
TikTok.
Feel free to just post directly on the Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
like do a
I'll
quick talk with like someone who's a bass person.
I'll find a bass person.
You know what you
Yeah,
should
at
do?
Envision.
You should interview a bass drum.
Okay.
Just go up to
I
the
could
kid.
interview. I could find a bass producer down at Envision.
Yeah, there you go. That actually is really cool.
That'd be fun.
Go live.
Okay, from the Back to
Go live.
Basics page. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
dude. Fucking
It's
go.
content
Let's
creation.
go.
Your people, you're seeing it in real time.
Let's
Content
go.
creation generation. Yeah,
We're the content creation generation. Generation.
that's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
All right,
All
love you,
right.
buddy. Great to chat.
Talk to you soon.
Peace.
Peace.